Hello and welcome back to another episode of TT Isle of Man Ride on the Edge 3 career mode, and today I'm back to do another couple of events. Now I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do because obviously we've got a few different options here. We can either go with another qualifying or race event, or we could go with something a little bit different, so one of the other optional events around the course that I actually haven't tried out at all yet. So we've got a Southwest Course Full Circuit Face-Off Challenge, so we've got to race against a single opponent on a specific section of the track. So I think I actually might give this one a go. You can see it is a pretty long circuit. I don't think I've actually done it before though, or if I have, maybe like once or twice. So it is going to be a pretty new circuit for me, but I think we'll give this one a go and see how we get on. I'm a little bit worried because I have actually turned the racing line off for this one. You can see we've had a few changes. The AI skill is now up to 70%. I've also now got manual gears on because the bug where I couldn't shift gears has finally been fixed. So I finally got my actual manual gears back, which I've kind of wanted the whole time. And I've upped the AI difficulty, obviously, because they're a little bit too easy in the previous one. But on a track that I don't know, without having the braking zones on the racing line for me, this could be quite tricky. So I'm ready for it to be absolutely terrible. But the lights are on. 3 lights are on, waiting for them to go out here. And they're out. And we've had a pretty terrible start. Craig Neve's had a better start than us. But to be honest, maybe that's for the best. Maybe we should just follow him around. Because obviously, like I said, I don't really know where this course goes. I mean, they're all relatively similar. I mean, some of them share a lot of sections. We've braked... Oh, actually, a little bit too late there. So we've crashed at literally the first corner of the race. And that's allowed Craig Neve to get a bit of a lead. So we're going to have to hunt him down. So I was actually hoping I'm able to tell you guys I've gotten a little bit better at this game. Because I've been playing quite a bit. Especially online with my friends. So I'm learning the physics quite a lot. But so far, as you can see, I'm really not proving that, especially without having the racing line. I think I'm going to have to put the racing line back on because I don't know the course, so I don't know where I'm going to actually have to brake at any point. Although actually I do know this part of the course. So we do seem to be catching up to Craig Neve a little bit here, even though it's just the straight line sections. See, we are a bit closer to him on the map once again, although I suppose he is going to be closer because it is such a fast part of the track. We have got 2 laps, fortunately, so we have got plenty of time to try and make it back up, and we're about a quarter of the way through, so... There's still a chance of a win here, even with 2 crashes, because I did do another one immediately after the first one. Even with 2 crashes, I think we actually might be able to still win this. So I've got to watch out, there's a pretty tight hairpin coming up. 7 seconds behind Craig Neve at the moment. I'm definitely a little bit worried by the sections that are coming up in a second though. There is a couple of dips that are almost instant crash on this game, unfortunately. Although I've hit the curb anyway and gone down myself, so I guess I don't need some weird... little dips to get me, although I don't even know if we're going to go through those on this course. We might turn off, but I think we are, judging by the way we're going. It's like 3 left-hand dips in a row that are just really, really dodgy. I think that might cost us. Although, like I said, there is 2 laps, so I have got the time to catch up. Need to make sure I don't hit the walls, though. So down the cronky body straight, we're coming up towards it. There's a right-hander, and then I believe sort of the next sort of 3 lefts that are after that. Those are the dodgy sort of dips. I'm not having a good section. I'm really not having a good section. I think it's basically like the first half turned the racing line off because I felt like I probably knew the course well enough to be able to sort of negotiate my way around. And since I had the gears finally as well, I thought I'd just give myself more control, but it doesn't seem to be panning out that way. We've lost 9 more seconds to him, so we're 16 seconds off the race leader now. So we've sort of turned off the main course now. Don't know where we are. Fortunately, we didn't actually have to go through the dips, so that's worth noting for the next lap. At least I've not got instant crash corners provided I can actually stay on the bike. The map is really deceiving about some of these sections. They were a lot tighter than I expected, but I just managed to stay upright. Just about. Ah, and I've lost the front. Come on. Ah, low speed. Low speed in this game is a pain. It is absolutely terrible. You try and tip it into any hairpin, the front just goes. It's a very race war thing because it happened in rims as well. You sort of tip off the edge of the tyre. It's frustrating because you don't get any feedback, so it's really hard to gauge. Oh god, oh, this section was not made for commentating. I was just about to say that, and then I literally just ran straight into a fence, so down I went. We've actually picked up a 1.75 second penalty as well. I think that must be from actually crashing. It seems like that's how the penalty system works in this game. If you have had a crash, sort of a penalty for respawning you. And obviously we've had quite a few in this race so far. I mean, at least I kind of... I'm going to know the track the second time, but I'm obviously not going to have learnt the whole thing, so... There's plenty of this that is not on the mountain course, which is what I've done most of my running on, if I'm completely honest. I think Craig Neve might have won this one, guys. I'm not sure, but I think he might. Tell you what, we've made decent time up on him through this sector. Must be said, there's a lot of this you can kind of risk it. Oh, that was risky though, that really was, because the bike was gone then. Love to see what the gap is now. It must have come down a massive amount. This is one hell of a race though, because we're not even halfway through yet. We've done halfway. Oh, damn it! I was about to say we've done half the lap obviously, but we've not done half of the race because we've not even done a whole lap yet. So it's going to be a long one. It's going to be over 20 minutes, and considering where we are, you know, I reckon we've still got time to catch up even with that last little crash. Let's see what the gap is when we go over the line. 11 seconds, yeah, even with that extra crash, we've caught a lot of time up to him, because he was like 16 seconds in front of us before, so the win is still on here if we do well. Ah! Crashed at the same corner I crashed out on lap 1. Didn't crash at the first corner, unfortunately, but I still crashed at that one. It really deceives you, the map is very, very deceptive in a lot of areas. We've gained miles on him through this section. I think he's crashed. I think his AI's either crashed or done the weaving thing, because we've just gained a ton of time on him in like 2 corners, and we're now only 5 seconds behind Craig Neve. And we saw how much we took out of him in the second half of the lap last time. So we actually could catch him up here, especially if I do this section right. Although catching him's one thing, passing him's another, but then not crashing once I'm in front of him is a third thing. So there's still a lot that can go wrong here. Ah, no, I've come off. So when you try and change direction on this game, it's just so slow. So sometimes you just run basically onto the grass because you just can't change the bike's direction quick enough. So he's up to 9 seconds ahead again, but we should hopefully catch him up a bit more. In fact, I think we have through that section. Through Barragaro. Oh, I think Craig Neves just fell off there. So let's put us right on the back of him. We've actually got a battle for the win here. And we've gone to the inside and we've collided immediately. Wow, that was... don't know whether that was a poor overtaking attempt from me or he just turned on me. Either way, we've had a collision. I'm just going to wait behind him just in case so that I don't just completely nerve him off to beat him. But we've got a battle on his hands here. We've actually got to try and pass Craig. Does seem he's been making a lot of mistakes as well. Again, I thought there was going to be contact there, but we seem to have got past him. So that's 80% AI. I was actually expecting them to be a bit more aggressive. Must be said, I'm not sure what it goes up to. I imagine it goes up to 100, so I suppose there's still a fifth of the AI performance ahead of this, but I'm not actually that good at this game, as you've seen. My pace isn't too bad, I don't believe, but obviously the consistency is certainly lacking. I keep falling off the bike constantly. But we take the lead then in this event, although again, of course, I got to beat him by 1.7 seconds, which is pretty much nothing on a road course. It's nothing to pull that out, but we've had an accident. We've definitely lost more than 1.7 seconds there, so we've got to hunt him back down. I think part of the problem is I'm focusing on him too much when I'm near him, and focusing on the map a lot as well, which is causing me to make a lot of mistakes. We've had a bit of a moment on the curb there, but you can see Craig Neve is weaving a little bit, so it seems to be a bit of a thing with AI, where they just sometimes weave. Going through corners, Neve doing a weave, and oh no, what was that? Come on guys, you saw that crash. What was that? I mean, it makes sense that they fell off by the bike behaviour, but why did the bike do that? There was absolutely no reason why it should do that. I think that's cost us, guys, because look, there's not much left in this race, and we were in contention to beat him there. I'm actually not very happy with that. I'm quite annoyed, because I really don't want to have to do this race again, because wow, this is a long race and a difficult one as well. So unfortunately, we've not managed to beat Craig Neve on this occasion, but we gave it a good go. And to be honest, my second lap was a lot better, but we did get really unlucky with some of that. So we failed to beat the opponent. To be honest, I don't feel like doing that whole one again, so I think we'll go to a different event, guys. We'll try a different one and see if we can achieve that one, because this one, I really don't want to have to do 2 laps of this course again. It was a pretty difficult track, and it was really long, so I think we will probably do another one. Well, I don't know why saying congratulations you did it, because we really didn't do it, did we? We didn't do very well. We did actually gain some experience points. We've got to level 4 now, but it's not fantastic, unfortunately. We did lose that one. We can give it another go, so we can try it again whenever we want, but I think for now, I'll probably leave it, and I might just see what other courses are, what events are available for different courses. Well, this one kind of tickles my fancy a little bit here. So we've got Snæfell Mountain Course Section 3, in the afternoon in the rain. I fancy giving that one a go, so I think that's what I'm going to do now then. So we'll head into this one, and I'll see you on the mountain course. So this is actually a race then. I thought it was just going to be a time trial challenge, but it is a race. So we've got a section here, starting in P4 by the looks of it here. And it is a mass start, so it is going to be a proper battle. Okay, so actually no, we seem to be started last, so I don't know why it said we were 4th. But either way, away we go. We've had a pretty decent start. Oh, Connor Cummins got a bit slow in front of us there. There's Lee Johnston as well, so up to P5. We're able to get Lee down towards the first corner, squeezing us towards the wall. So we've passed Lee. We're up into P4, P3 now as we went for a risky move through Douglas Road corner, but it seemed to work. We're up into second position, so we've got Joey Thompson ahead of us. Can we try and find our way past him? We're just going to ride past him. Oh, a little bit of contact though through Kurt Michael. So we are up into second position. I don't know what task is actually saying we've sort of either accomplished or failed there. But apparently we have. We've got Peter Hickman in front of us, so yeah, that probably does make sense. I was wondering who might be pulling away, but it's Hickman. And here we got the inside of Hickman. We've passed Hickman. Oh, over the jump there. And we're up into the lead of this event. So it does seem like 70% AI is still quite low. I was thinking that 70% might want to give me a run for my money. We might have to up them for the next episode if it keeps being like this. Although, in fairness, we're not exactly shaking Peter, and we didn't win the last one. But to be honest, I think that's more consistency than pace, so maybe we do need them around 70 for now until I get a little bit better again. I can still hear that Triumph behind me, so Peter's not giving up yet. So we're rapidly approaching the end of the course, 4 kilometers to go, we're about halfway through. We've got to watch out, this is Bala Bridge coming up, which obviously is a very, very slow section over the bridge. Lovely little jump there. You see, I know this part better, I'm riding better because I actually know this track, whereas I didn't know the Southwest course. As I ride up the pavement, I don't know how I got away with that one, but Hickman's gone back through. Oh, Hickman, that was so close. Okay, well, we've got a battle on his hands now then. Peter Hickman's managed to re-overtake me. We're going to try and get him back. I don't think we're going to. He's just absolutely bolted. I mean, that Triumph, look at how much faster that is than our Honda here. I don't think we're going to catch him, so I think it's going to be a P2. I don't think we're actually going to win this one, because Hickman just blasted past me on the run to the line. Okay, so that second task was to overtake at least 5 opponents in the first 10 seconds of the race. But there we go, we didn't get off track more than 4 times. We set a time of less than 3 minutes 5, so we did achieve 2 of the tasks. And to be honest, I don't think it was actually winning was what we needed to do there. I think we just needed to do as it said. A little bit disappointed to lose there, but you can see, look at the performance points. Hickman on the 268 Triumph Daytona, compared to 211, 218, 210 of these other bikes. It's almost cheating, isn't it? That bike is ridiculous compared to everything else in a straight line. But there we go then. We achieved 2 of the tasks there, so that was much better than the last event that we tried to do. It's told me that we failed it though. Did we have to do all of them? I guess we did have to do all of them. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll actually try this event again because it wasn't too long. And we'll give it another go. And I'm not sure how we're supposed to overtake that many riders that fast when, to be honest, it's a run to turn 1. And then it's not really a corner that you can dive bombing into, is it? But we'll try it. We had a pretty decent start this time. So can we try and get up into second place into turn 1? I think that's what I've got to have to try and do to get that task. We've had to brake super deep there. And apparently we still failed it. Well, how could I do any better than that? That was literally like perfect. I mean, I was no way I'm passing Hickman on the run to turn 1. I'm not close enough to him. I guess because we're 7th, I need to get up to the lead to pass that many riders. I'm not really sure, but we've taken the lead once again from Hickman. So I may as well just try and win it this time, but it seems like we're going to fail again anyway. Oh, wow. Yeah, there was no way I was making that one. So we crashed over Bala Bridge. So I've pretty much blown my chances to actually win this one, unfortunately. Well, there you go then. That's this episode of Career Mode done with. 2 failed challenges. That's pretty unfortunate, to be honest. We got quite unlucky with that one there because that's not possible. Unless you actually have a bike advantage over the rest of the field, which I guess is what it's pushing you to do, is to upgrade your bike and have a bike advantage. You're just not passing those riders into turn 1. You've got to pass 5 riders on the run into turn 1. I did that pretty much. I dive bombed up to second place. The only person I didn't pass was Hickman, but I started 7th, so surely if I get up to second place, that's 5 riders passed. But either way, it didn't count apparently. So yeah, we weren't able to do that one. And obviously the first one we rode quite poorly, but I didn't know the circuit. I think maybe if I learnt the track a bit, I'd probably be able to beat him there. But we did get quite screwed over by that weird moment over the crest when we were basically right with him. And then obviously I did crash a couple more times after that, but it was just trying to make up for lost time that was caused by that little physics issue, really. So I think, to be honest, we probably could have done 2 events there if we got a bit more lucky, but that's just the way that the cookie crumbles sometimes. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Let me know if you want to see some more Isle of Man TT. Obviously, I guess try and bring a little bit more of it whilst it's still fresh and fun, and I'm enjoying myself playing it. But of course, I do bring the content you guys want to see. So let me know, do you want to see any more of this series? But like I said, I hope you guys did enjoy that one. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you're all staying safe, and I shall see you in the next one.